All right. Good afternoon, listeners. Thank you for tuning in to the Real on Real Estate Radio Show.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Happy Saturday. And I am Realtor Kay Brunson, licensed realtor with K1 Realty Group. And of course, during the show, you can contact us by dialing 954 525-1490. You know I haven't had my coffee. Dave 305-953-9626 and toll free 888-599-WMBM. Of course, let me give you my contact information off the air. You can contact me at 954-552-5919 and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Realtor K Brunson. All right, Samantha, we're here again.
Yep, and you can contact me at 305-783-1591.
Great. Okay, and guys, also our broker is Dr. Karen Lewis-Jones. She is licensed broker of K1 Realty Group. You can contact Dr. Karen on social media at K1 Realty Group. So let's just jump right into the market trends. We are spotlighting a property in Palmetto Bay. Now, this is a beautiful four-bedroom, two-story house. It actually has 3 bathrooms. It's a single-family residence. Now, this residence is over 5,000 square feet. So that's a huge one.
That's big.
Very big. So it actually has an open kitchen concept, a spacious living room, and of course a large backyard. Now you can actually play in the backyard and garden, or you can just relax in the pool. Yeah, I did say the pool. So this particular property is located close to shopping, A-rated school district, and of course easily accessible to major highways. Great. So that's a nice property spotlight today. Now also, guys, we always talk about property and the value of property, and right now, if you're noticing, some of the prices of the properties are actually dropping, so although it is still a seller's market, but there are some areas that are actually appreciating, and we always want to know that the property is actually going up in value. And of course, just here in Miami, around the Bayshore area, North Miami, we have Biscayne Boulevard, and right here at Northwest Avenue, there are some areas that actually are appreciating in the last quarter about 1.3%, and annually about 7.12%. So it's definitely good market value in those homes. And actually with Miami, it's being shown that it's actually ranking about 30% nationwide when it comes to home appreciation over the last 10 years. So knowing the value of your home is key, and if you need to get information about the property value, you can always contact us, and we can actually go over that information with you. Again, our contact number, 954-552-5919. All right, Samantha, what's going on in the community?
All right, so anyone who's out on the road might notice a lot of traffic.
Oh, yes.
The Miami International Boat Show is here. So the boat show and the Miami Yacht Show are both kicked off this Thursday, this week. They're 5-day events. So this is expected to be one of the biggest collections of boats in the world. About 2,000 boats are going to be on display. The Miami Boat Show will feature new boats like kayaks, fishing boats, sailboats to family cruisers. And the Yacht Show will be showcasing new yachts as well as pre-owned boats that are listed for sale, for anyone who's interested out there.
Interested in buying a yacht.
We're in Miami, so we're next to the water.
Perfect.
Over 100,000 people are expected to attend the boat show, and 30,000 people are projected for the yacht show. So the boat show will be happening in Miami at the Miami Marine Stadium, Parking Basin in Virginia Key. And the Miami Yacht Show will be at the One Herald Plaza between the Venetian and MacArthur Causeway. So if anyone has some free time, want to go check out some boats, that's going on until Monday, actually.
And it's the perfect weather to get out there and check out the boats and
it's
the water.
It's a little crispy today.
Look, I welcome the warm weather. We've had our cold days, and I was like, are we in South Florida? So I welcome it. So that's the perfect weekend for going to do a boat tour, yacht tour. So great. What else we got, Samantha?
So on the national level, also happening on Thursday, Amazon just announced that they will no longer be moving its second headquarters to New York and Queens.
What?
Yeah. So the headquarters would have brought 25,000 jobs to the city of Queens, And the Real Estate Board of New York expressed a little disappointment in the lost opportunities, tax revenue, and Amazon right now says that they're not looking to fill in that new position. They're not looking for any new locations for the headquarters right now. So
wow, Samantha,
Yeah.
I'm a little disheartened by that because we were in the running for like the top 10
Yeah.
in Miami. So maybe they should have just come
the
to
whole
the
country was watching about what was
state.
going to happen. So
Wow,
hey.
wow. Well, Amazon, we're still welcome you here, right? All right, so we are going to do our real deal real estate question. Now, I just wanted to mention to you guys that we do have special guests in the house with us. You're going to hear from them a little bit later, but let's go into our question really quick. Our question today, Samantha had a really good question, and we just want to test your knowledge. Guys, call in if you can tell us, should I say, name one of our past guests, their occupation, and what you learned either from the show or from the guests. So call in, give us the name and the occupation of one of our past guests, and what you learned from that show or from that guest. Of course, our Miami listeners, you can call in at 305-953-9626. Broward listeners, 954-525-1490. And for our out-of-town listeners, dial in 1-855-599-WMBM. I had to throw that one in there.
It was a lot of numbers.
I had to throw that one in there. But go ahead, give us a call in, give us that past guest, their occupation, and what you actually learned from that particular show or guest. And we have a $25 gift card for you. All right, we'll wait on you, and then we're just going to go ahead and get into the show. All right, so without further ado, we're going to give our guests a chance to introduce themselves. Okay, who do we have today, guests?
Hi, everybody. My name is Jane Bond, and I'm one half of the Bond Bright Group out of Naples, Fort Lauderdale, and Chicago.
Wow. Okay, and who else do we have?
And hello everyone, my name is Denver Bright. I'm the other half of the Bond Bright Group, and Naples, Chicago, and Fort Lauderdale. Those are our key markets.
Wow, we are so excited to have
Thank you
you
for
guys
coming.
here.
Absolutely.
We're
Thank you.
traveling and coming to see us. And okay, so the first thing that comes to mind, I love it. I love the names. So tell our listeners, are these your given names or are these your celebrity tag trade names? Miss Bond?
Well, actually, yes, it is my given name. My name is Jane Bond. It's actually Janie Bond, but of course, when you tell someone Janie, everybody cuts your name short.
Mm-hmm.
And it is Jane Bond. Yes, that's my maiden name, my given name, family name. Definitely.
Love it.
Not a celebrity.
But you are a celebrity. Hey, we'll take that,
I'll take
right?
that. Thank you.
Right. So Jane Bond of real estate.
It's easy, 2 syllables.
Nice. All right, Mr. Bright, what about you?
Yeah, that is my real name, Denver Bright. Actually born in Jamaica, so my mom liked John Denver, so that's how I ended up with Denver, and last name is Bright. So now we have the Bond Bright Group. So.
Right. Love it. I just had to do that. That was awesome.
That's okay.
Awesome. So we just want to know, with the luxury real estate market, I mean, there's so much luxury here in South Florida, and there's so many homes, and of course you guys are in Naples. Naples is beautiful. And we just want to know, as far as for the Bond Bright Group, what makes you actually stand out in this luxury world, the real estate world?
Well, I think for us, on my side of it, being in Naples, because I've been in Naples for 10 years, and that was the first time I'd even heard of Naples. The first thing I thought was Naples, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to Naples, Naples is one of the wealthiest cities in the country per capita, and it's on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So the homes there, we have homes that exceed $50 million that are on the market, and we're right on the Gulf of Mexico. So I had no other choice but to go into the luxury market. That's the market that was there. But of course, that's not where I started. I started out selling condos for $135,000 in my early years. And all I could imagine is how do I get that to 13 million
Correct, of
listings?
course, right.
Because they were out there, and of course I wanted a piece of the action, but you know, of course you have to crawl before you walk,
Yes,
walk,
you have
then
to
run,
grind,
then
you
fly.
have to grind.
Yeah, and it's still a grind, you know,
Mhm.
it doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop. The business is a grind. You just have to stay true to yourself and understand the process and try and make it there. But it's always a grind.
Correct.
So you say you started out with $135,000 home, so how is it different planning on selling a house that's $135,000 than a house that's in the millions of dollars in range?
Well, when we sell homes that are of a lower price point, it's not that, you know, that house is least expensive or less expensive. The house still has to represent the brand. I used to work with another company, and I remember people saying to me, well, you know, this company represents this, and I would say to them, well, yes, it does, but it also represents luxury, and if your home falls into that box of luxury to me and my brand and the brand that I'm under, of course I'm going to put it on the market.
Correct.
The conversation does change when you reach a certain level and price point, because there are other things that come into play, like you know, upgrades and appliances and things that you do have to know. And if you don't know them, then you can't have that conversation. If you don't know the lifestyle of someone that has that type of income to purchase, or purchasing power to purchase homes like that, then you won't be able to have that conversation. You won't even be able to broach it. So you have to do your homework, you have to do your research, and you have to show up properly.
Correct.
Because they're watching every move you make, and you know, those people are usually people of a certain age bracket, certain income bracket, and you have to understand who that client is in order to service them.
Correct.
And when you're in a lower price point, that doesn't mean that the education stops for you there either, because then you have to somewhat educate those clients on the buying and selling process there too. And not everybody, even though someone has purchased a house in the past, they forget those steps on that process because that was their first one. So you have to reach back, and you have to be the expert to really educate them.
Correct.
And sometimes you have to educate the people in the higher price point bracket, because they don't understand the vehicles they have access to make the deal work also. That's where you come in as the expert also.
Got it. I mean, and what you said is so true. No matter like you said, I love the way you said, luxury is not necessarily the price, and it's not necessarily, you know, being a cheap, or not cheap, you didn't say cheap, but least expensive. Let me not say nobody's house least expensive. Less expensive, but as far as for, you know, with that particular product, you still, what I'm getting with is for customer support or customer service or quality of what you're giving to the client, no matter what the price of the home, no matter the class of the actual client, you still have to give that quality to that client. And of course, I know you can explain, you know, if you start in the beginning giving that quality, then you're going to be consistent to it, no matter the, like you said, the level of the class. So those are some excellent points. I think one the things that we wanted to talk about is like when you're actually, someone comes to you, I have $1 million house and I'm ready to list it. I know just as a regular sale, we go in and we do listing presentations, and they pretty much interview us. They let us know if I want to work with you. You know, so how is that any different than when you're working with someone who has a $2 million listing? What are some of the questions that they may ask you before they actually give you their property to list?
Well, I'm going to let Denver answer that question. But let me interject something here. When you say they're actually interviewing you, don't forget you're interviewing them also.
Oh, right. Okay. I like that.
I like that. That was something I was going to ask
as
well.
Your brand counts also. So you might walk in $1 million house and look around and go, oh, wait a minute here. I don't think this is something I want to do, but I will sit down and have the conversation. And if they adhere to things that we believe, as far as my brand, Denver and I, work with us, then we'll say, okay, we'll probably go and list it. But it's up to us also. It's not just up to them.
That's good. That's good.
I'll let you take
good
it.
knowledge.
The conversation, we typically have is we want to form a relationship with the client. So it has to be one that is beneficiary in terms of, we're having a conversation, we're actually going to be partners. So going back to what Jane said is we're interviewing them as well because we want to make sure that we can work together towards the result that they're looking for, right? We're going to pull all the resources. But I think the conversation that we typically have in the initial stages is we really have to understand them, understand where they are, understand the property, and be able to communicate in a language that we're actually understanding each other. And I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to in the high-end market that they're looking for. They want to know that when you're showing their property, you can communicate the value and what sets their property apart.
Absolutely.
So every home is a story. It doesn't matter if it's $1 million, $500,000, $10 million. It's very important that you figure out what the story of the home is and how do you tell that story for the effective marketing and eventual sale of that property. And I think that is the key thing. And then also being able to dissect what's happening in the market, especially at the high-end, ultra high-end level, in terms of the data, and being able to go into the trends so you can have a deeper conversation. Because typically, as Jane likes to say, these are titans of industries, right? These are CEOs, CFOs, from all different arenas in the business space or sports and entertainment. So they understand the numbers, right? So when you go in and you can have that deeper conversation, just solidifies and further, just creates credibility for you as an agent, and not just a real estate agent that's just listed in MLS.
Correct.
And I think that's the separation.
Correct.
Yeah, and they want to know if you can play in their sandbox. Because if you can't play in their sandbox, guess what? Next.
And when you say play in their sandbox, explain that to me a
Being
little
able to, show up, understand what you're doing, knowing that you have the data intelligence to share with them.
Correct.
Also, having a plan of action.
Okay.
If you don't have a plan of action,
Exactly.
and that plan of action has to be laid out, and you have to share it with them.
Correct. You have to actually be
Exactly, because the next guy is waiting. The next guy is waiting. Trust me, especially in the high-end market, that next guy is waiting. So if you can't get in and express yourself in the right manner with what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and all of it has a timeline. So you must have your timeline there for them, because you have to understand that sellers and buyers, they're pretty smart
They
now.
are. They have so many tools.
They have access.
Correct.
Years ago, they didn't have access.
The
Now they have
internet,
access.
correct.
Right.
The internet alone.
They have the
Exactly.
they have the intelligence to tell them what's happening. Now, people are buyers, especially buyers, when they come to you or they come to us as realtors, they already have the homes picked out.
Correct.
You don't have to pick them out, but you have to understand the data and the research.
Nice. You have to
And
set
they want
yourself
you-
apart
that's
from
right.
that
Absolutely.
internet, and say, hey, even
Absolutely.
though you have this information here, you wouldn't be able to do this without me. So
Correct.
like you said, I guess
Right.
that goes back to the branding.
You have to
Absolutely.
be the expert.
It's all about value.
Hey,
It's
I
all
love
about
it. I
value.
say that all the time.
It's
I
all
love
about
that.
Value
I love
proposition.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to be presenting more value than what they can readily go out there and find. And as a real estate agent, if you're not doing that, then your career is going to be short-lived.
Correct. I like that. I like value. I always say you actually do have to show them that I'm valuable. I'm not easily accessible, as far as for just the same, the runaround. I'm gonna actually do this, and this, and then you present that to them. Wow, some good pointers. No, go ahead, Samantha.
So I was
Give
gonna
some good
ask,
pointers.
so when it comes to value, would you take a listing that is overpriced and they think that, hey, my place is worth this much and I want you to put it on market for this much, would you take it on if you think that it's not priced?
Can I take that?
Absolutely, because I know you're about to go
Yeah,
in.
so if we said no, then that would not be a true statement, right? Because here's the thing. You have the homes that are in subdivisions that you can find like comps. In that situation, then no, we're not gonna take it. But then you have trophy homes that are very specific, that they built from the ground up, right? And there are no comps. So you may do your numbers and in your head you're thinking it's worth one thing, the seller's saying, no, it's worth this. And so in your head you may think it's overpriced, right? But that does happen.
Okay.
So my answer to that is yes, we do, right? Because the best tell when it comes to price is always gonna be the market.
Okay, exactly.
That's
exactly,
right.
That dictates the
exactly.
price.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's the price of the dirt that it's on. I mean, it's like
That's
a
true.
22.5.
That's
Right.
true.
I valued it at 19. My customer valued it at 18. But it sold for the list price, $22,500,000.
Nice.
Boom.
And it was because of the location.
dirt.
That's it.
You got
Wow.
3
Land value.
acres on the beach,
Oh, wow.
on the sand.
Okay.
Wow.
And the house was only 2,500 square feet.
Right.
It
Oh,
needed
wow.
work.
Okay, yeah.
And it's,
Right.
Yeah.
wow.
So it really depends, and like you said, you have to do your research, and also know the client. You have different personalities.
That is correct.
You get a hold of an analytical. I mean, you got to know your business.
I love that. I love you. You're exactly right. I love the fact that you do have to study personalities because you can't always go to each party with the same,
can't.
approach. So you have to make sure that you do cater. So I definitely love that. And just wanted to make sure that callers, now we're still here. We're still trying to give away that 25.
We have 3 more minutes to call in, everyone.
We're still trying to give away the gift card. Let me just read the question real fast and we'll jump right back into the show. Name one past guest, their occupation, and what you learned from the show. Contact number 305-953-9626. Broward 954-525-1490. And out-of-town listeners 855-599-WMVM. All right, so one more thing, and we're just gonna go in and just wanna know that in intel to the luxury market, or the market that you actually have handling in Naples opposed to Chicago, is there like a difference in the trends between the two? As far as for what the client is looking for?
Oh, absolutely. Different market.
Okay.
Chicago is a metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
Naples is a small city. I call Naples the Beverly Hills of the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Not Palm Beach, not West Palm Beach. No, Naples is definitely the Beverly Hills of the East Coast. You
Got it.
walk around, you drive around, everything is high end, everything is luxury. I mean, but the cost of living to live there, if you get in, it's not really that bad. It's just getting in. Like the median price of a home in Naples, I would say, is $380,000. 380,000. I have to be careful with that because people tell me when I say 380, they think $380, which beyond me. But anyway, yes, the median price range there. So Naples is just a different animal in itself. We're only 16 miles long. Like I said, we have homes that supersede the 50 million in value. We had a home on the market for 88 million. So yes, it's definitely a different market.
Yes.
And we have like over 7,200 agents there.
Nice. All right, and guys, this always goes so fast. So in closing, if you would, Miss Jane Bond, will you give your contact number for me and your information for the callers?
Okay, my name is Jane Bond. I'm with the Bond Bright Group. My number is 239-595-9515. Again, that's 239-595-9515. You can contact me.
Denver, your contact information?
Denver Bright, contact information is 954-703-9741, 954-703-9741.
Thank you. Samantha, real quick.
305-783-1591. Again, Samantha Joseph with K1 Realty Group.
Great. And Realtor K Brunson, 954-552-5919. And again, guys, luxury is not outside of your hand. We actually have real estate agents that can actually help you with luxury real estate. All right. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.